You're watching World Talks on TVP World. I'm Aaron Darman. Millions of voters in the Black Sea nation of Georgia are heading to the polls on Saturday in what could prove to be a key parliamentary election. The Moscow-leading incumbent government insists the vote is a choice between war and peace, while the Western-facing opposition says people can decide for freedom. Joining me now to break down the issue is Giorgi Odoshashvili, invited lecturer at British University in Georgia. Good evening.
Hello.
First of all,
thank you very much for inviting.
A pleasure.
I'm also representing Ilia State University at Tbilisi here.
Wonderful. A pleasure to have you with us. First of all, can you just paint me a picture? Why is Georgia such an important strategic nation in the region?
Because of this geopolitical stance, I would say, and it has always been a very important country in not only Black Sea region, but all over the world because of the Silk Road, as well as this Belt and Road Initiative, Chinese and Western connections are Georgia is one of the stands of this initiative. So that's why Western side as well as the Asian side always pay attention to the country of Georgia for its Euro-integration or its pro-Russian stance. Because of this geopolitical point and stance, I would say.
So let's talk about this election on Saturday. How much of it is choosing between Russia and the West?
You've mentioned it correctly that the government calls this the election to people are called whether they want to vote for war or peace. That I would say it's a kind of election for democracy and authoritarianism. I would say, because I have never remembered the period in the history of modern Georgia that election is so important like this one, because it's all about winning authoritarianism and democracy, I would say. This is very important. Tomorrow's election is the most important election in the history of modern Georgia, I would say, because we are voting for democracy, and we are, as well as Georgian people, are choosing between democracy and authoritarianism, between West and Russia, between black and white. So that's why we call it so important. And Georgian people are so much appreciate the stance and the positioning of Western side and their contribution.
And as you speak, next to you there are pictures of protests of unrest in Georgia from the last couple of months. I mean, how divided does Georgia feel to you right now?
This is divided, but I can't, predict anything because lots of voters are for pro-government. They are kind of in the positioning of say no to war, and part of the voters are pro-West side, pro-opposition side, side. We have several opposition parties for now that kind of created pre-election coalitions, but they are not wholeheartedly coalited. We have four main opposition parties, and at the opposite side we have the government. So people are very much divided, but I truly believe that what Georgian people stand for is all pro-civilization and pro-Western world, pro-European world, and pro-US world, not pro-Russian and pro-Northern world. So in that stance, I will say that Georgia is not divided. And we will see that tomorrow, I'm quite sure, because we have elected our future in the past centuries ago. We want West and we want civilization, not northern side and the black side of that we have experienced, unfortunately, in 20th century.
Some of the reported polls have indicated Georgian Dream could win up to 40% of the vote. The opposition collectively set to get past 50%, but others say, of course, that those polls are unreliable. Can we trust those types of numbers? And I'm interested, Why do so many Georgians still appear enamoured by Russia's rhetoric, by Russia's promises?
Because they have, I would start from the end of your question, because they have experienced that crucial past that is being attacked by Russia. And that's why Russian propaganda, not only in Georgia, but all over the world, Russian propaganda plays a big role, as well as in Europe. We are not exception in that point of view. As to the numbering, I will not predict anything. The thing I really believe is that Georgian people trust European values, and we share European values. And now what we question right now is whether it would be Europe or Russia. So this is really hard to predict anything for now. But whatever I truly believe is that we share a European, your Western civilized values, and I believe that Georgian people will again sign this for tomorrow.
We've also seen a number of allegations targeted at Georgian Dream. Complaints of electoral violations, claims of vote-buying schemes, even assaults. How dirty has this election campaign been? And are you concerned that this could flow over into election night? Do you envisage election night and the days following being peaceful?
I will not say that I will say that the pre-election period is so calm. There are no, battles or fightings that we have experience of before. In Georgia, pre-election period had always been so harsh. I will not this. For today, because it's a little bit calm. But as to mention the previous months and weeks, Georgian Dream Party behaved crucially bad when they used the banners of abolished, demolished Ukrainian churches, and they compared this to peace and war. And they told to Georgian people, if you want to vote for opposition, you will see demolished Ukraine in Georgia. You will vote for war. That is not even close to moral and morality, because all that we call it's immorality, dispositioning of moral points of views. But if you mean that what is happening right now in Georgia, it's calm. We are preparing for elections. That's why I said that I have never experienced elections like that, because it's not all about choosing parties. It's all about choosing one and two, west and north. So that's why for today is calm, and we are in the process of choosing something. But I don't know what's going to happen for tomorrow. If they try to put their hands, the government put their hands into election products and results, I envisage people will go out in the street and they will protest. I'm quite sure, but I don't know what's going to happen, because I believe that Georgian people will vote for civilized world, civilization and West. So let's see what's going to happen. For now, everything is calm. You can see calm in streets. Nothing out of order. Everything is people are waiting for elections. People are, people believe that they will win.
We'll be certainly watching with interest here from Poland. Thank you very much, Giorgi Odoshashvili, invited lecturer at British University in Georgia. Thank you again for your time.
Thank you very much for inviting.
And that's this edition of World Talks here on TVP World. Do stay with us. I'm Aaron Darman. Goodbye for now.